Something that's a little less controversial is Starbucks. It is one of the most recognizable coffee brands in the world. John Culver, the CEO of Starbucks Coffee China and Asia Pacific, gave us his insights on the company's expansion into Asia.
Let's start with China. That's been one of the main areas of focus. You've got 600 plus stores now. You're planning on opening more stores in China. Tell us a little bit about the current strategy.
Over the course of the last 13 years, we've made a significant commitment and investment in China and the growth opportunity that it presents for the company. When we first opened, what we saw were that we got a lot of tourists, we got a lot of expats, and not a lot of local Chinese coming into our stores. Now we have definitely turned that corner.
A lot of people describe Starbucks now as a lifestyle brand in China. Could you explain that a little bit more?
Starbucks represents is that gathering place where the communities can come together, where people can bring their family and friends into our stores, relax in a warm and inviting atmosphere, engage with our partners who know them by name, and really bring together the community.
Starbucks has said in the past the goal by the year 2015 to have 1,500 stores roughly in China. How are you doing on the timeline? Is it going better than expected?
We're right on track to achieve that 1,500 store milestone. And when we do, China will become our second home market, as we call it, outside of the U.S. It's not about opening 200 stores. It's about opening that one store 200 times over and doing it the right way.
What does the year 2020 look like for Starbucks in China and Asia?
We are building a different type of company in China. Obviously a company that balances the need for profitability, which public companies do, but more importantly the way in which we give back to the communities. We are building our brand holistically in China.
What is the greatest challenge for Starbucks in China in terms of its growth projections?
I think it's very important that we continue to be seen as a leader. Leader in terms of innovation and providing products that demonstrate our leadership position from an innovation perspective.
How important is the growth in Asia and the growth in China to the overall earnings potential of Starbucks in the coming quarters?
We look at China and across Asia Pacific, it represents the single biggest retail growth opportunity that we have in front of us. So for the immediate future, we are continuing to make significant investments in our people, in IT infrastructure and supply chain infrastructure so that we can ramp up the growth and continue to accelerate the growth.